Welcome back to the weekly show. I'm Peg Star.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And this is Wacky News Views. Before we start off, I just want to say what up to PT Spinner. How you feeling tonight?
How you ladies doing?
Fabulous. Better now that I see you. And Flo's in LA. I'm sure your show was awesome. We never make it on time. We're always late to everything. So we have to catch up when we watch the show afterwards.
Yeah.
So anyways, here's our views on the wacky news that we found this week.
In Pennsylvania, police say 41-year-old Fred Parker tried to rob a Western gambling parlor by threatening to spread a staph infection. He walked into Lucky's Internet Cafe on Monday night and began touching the walls, literally rubbing himself all over the place, and rubbing himself all over the gambling machines while claiming he had MRSA, MRSA, which is a very serious staph infection. He told the cashier that if he did not give him the money, he would infect him with his infection. Now, this is a very different... I don't think anyone has probably ever used this tactic to rob a bank or any place before.
If you don't give me your money, I'm going to rub myself on
The
you.
cashier definitely refused, and the man walked out the store, and he was definitely caught later and probably laughed at by the cops.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Because I know the cashier probably laughed at him, too. Like,
Yeah,
yeah all right,
absolutely.
get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Can you imagine him rubbing himself? Give me the money. Give it to me now. Yep. Asshole.
Idiot. Oh, hi there.
Hi, Daisy.
Oh, you can't see the dog. We have a fan. In Illinois last week, Dante Atoyo, I think I said that right, was hospitalized and underwent surgery to remove a 3.5-inch nail that was lodged in his brain after he accidentally shot himself with a nail gun. Now, the best part of the story is that he didn't even go to the hospital until the next day because he just thought that he hurt himself,
He
hit
just
his
had a
head.
little pain. He didn't know that it was there.
And he went to the hospital because he had bad headaches, and when they took an MRI, they saw this huge nail, like, in the middle of his head. So, go
They're like,
you.
oh, you have a nail in your head.
How do you not know that you have a nail in your brain? Like, it just doesn't... I can't comprehend that.
You nail head.
He's really screwed.
He was really screwed. That was a good one.
I just made it up myself.
All by yourself. All right, this guy is the king of the panty raid.
Woohoo!
Cops in Thailand have busted a skivvies-loving sicko who was holding literally 20,000 pairs of stolen women's underwear. I'm guessing it had to be stolen from stores too, because I don't think that he could possibly have had that many girlfriends, and stolen 20,000 fucking.
If you're a skivvies thief, you can't have 20,000 girlfriends.
That's insane. And 20,000 pairs of stolen women's underwear. He's 48 years old, and this freak stole the undies from different women and stores and kept almost half of them in the trunk of his car so that he could access to them on the go. So he could have access to them on the go. That's what he said. And officials say that he said he smelled them all the time, and even while he was driving.
Well,
Why would
how
he
they
even
caught him?
say
They caught
that?
him sniffing a pair of drawers.
I smell them while I'm driving. Like, I would just give them as little information as possible.
Yeah, you don't want it to... Well, if they're weirdos like that, then they don't really care what people think about them.
Jesus.
We find them all. Absolutely.
I lick them and I sniff them.
Another Pennsylvania story. Police say a woman who had robbed a Southwest bank may not have had a gun, and she most certainly did not have any teeth. The surveillance video shows her handing the teller a note, and she said she had a gun in the note, but no gun was actually seen. But what I think is funny is that the description, they said, she has no teeth, and her lower face appears to be collapsed in on itself. So the news headlines should say bank robber, tough and ruthless. Oh, wait. I mean, rough and toothless, right?
And like the headlines, like they really, it was mostly about her teeth, like not even about the gun, not even that she tried to rob. It was like mostly that this woman had no teeth.
I mean, she's facing grand larceny charges,
and it was mostly about her her face, not like being like.
They should just send her to the dentist as like a a punishment.
Oh, no. Isn't that one of your words of the day? Like, the fear of the dentist?
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Everything always ties together. The circle of life.
We're the shit like that.
All right, here we go. In the small town of Parana, we have no idea where this even is. A bank robber accidentally shot himself in the foot while guarding the front door of for the rest of his gang while they robbed the bank. This was caught on the bank's security camera. Everything was going as planned until he lowered his right arm and accidentally blasted himself in the foot. He's been arrested after being found at a nearby hospital, but the rest of his gang is still at large. This is like the movies, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
While you're robbing a bank, you know if you're being shot, if you're shot by the security, if you're shot by the cops, you do not go to the hospital. You just know. If you're shot, you do not go to the hospital.
Well,
I will deal with this.
I don't think they know that that's hospital policy. That any gunshot wound, it doesn't matter what the circumstance was, the police have to be notified.
But you know that if you robbed a bank, you do not go to the hospital because you know that you will be caught. Especially if he got shot in the foot. You didn't get shot in the fucking stomach, in the heart, in the chest. You got shot in the foot.
He went to the hospital around the corner too, so.
You're an idiot.
He didn't even
you
try.
You deserve to get shot. You got shot in the foot. Deal with it, dude.
He didn't get shot. He shot himself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. You shot yourself in the foot, dude.
Yes.
Like, oh, dude, deal with it. Idiot. And, like, that's like one of those, who shot themselves at the club?
Oh, Plaxico Burrs.
Yeah, like Plaxico, right?
Plaxico Burrs.
Idiot.
Nice.
Idiot. Didn't he get, like, he went to jail for that, right? God, and you lost so
What
much
are you
money
in
for that.
I shot myself.
You lost so much money because of that. You went to jail. You got kicked off the team like for a while. You're an idiot.
Yep. Anywho,
Yeah.
in Carroll Stream, Illinois, a judge sentenced this West suburban man to 40 years in prison for killing his mother after she refused, get this, to buy him Avril Lavigne concert tickets.
And she sucks.
Now, this 41-year-old, Robert Lyons, stabbed his mother to death in March of 2008. Prosecutors say he got into an argument with his mom after she refused to call a friend to obtain skybox tickets to see Avril Lavigne. Now, what he did was he hit her with a cognac bottle. He stabbed her repeatedly.
Pricey.
Yes, and poured chemicals like Tilex, Drano, and Rapid insecticide all over her. Now, what I want to know is, obviously, why did it take from 2008 until 2012 for them to prosecute this idiot? Like, it's bad enough that he killed his mom over Avril Lavigne, but still, like, really?
But I don't even think that's the crazy part of the story. The crazy part is that he did he did that with the cognac bottle and then poured all that crazy stuff on him for Avril Lavigne. And the crazy thing is that he was older. He was like 40 years old. Asking his mother, you're 40, asking your older mother to buy you Avril Lavigne tickets. Like, that whole story is crazy. Yep. These are the people that give us these stories every week. Like, you're awesome. You people are awesome. Like, oh.
Now here's we have a woman of the week.
Oh, I just love it. Love it.
Every week we have a woman that we just love.
Yeah, this is my new thing of the week. I'm going to have a fucking awesome woman of the week. For the past 2 weeks, I've had a girl who went, like, above and beyond the call of duty. And, all right, we can call this Florida granny the Duke. This 64-year-old woman, Karen Granville, was watching breaking news and the live TV coverage of a police chase when she realized the crook was heading toward her yard. So she grabbed her pink .38 special handgun. Pink.
Yes.
Pink. That is awesome. And did what John Wayne would have done. She ran out to her yard with her pink handgun and told the criminal when he came to her yard, "Don't you fucking move or I will shoot." And he stayed there and got apprehended.
That's awesome. We love you.
Because of this fucking 64-year-old with a pink handgun. I fucking love you. What's her name? Karen Granville. You are the fucking shit.
We love you, Karen.
I love you.
Now, for all you fellas,
I love you.
Just because you've spent the night at a strip club does not mean you have to smell like a lap dance or dirty poom poom. Now, in South Africa, this gentleman's club is selling a new line of aftershaves and colognes called Alibi. This is meant to mask the stripper smell and the scent that won't make wives and girlfriends suspicious. Alibi's newest scent is called I Was Working Late.
I was working.
Now, for instance, this feature is a smell of coffee, woolen suits, and ink. Now, that's just insane.
And it's in South Africa. How many strip clubs is... I didn't know
How many
South
strip
Africa
clubs do
was
they
known
have?
for their strip clubs. I would think like maybe Las Vegas came up with it.
Yep.
No, South Africa came up with it.
I love it. I was working late. I need to get that.
Hey, whatever. I think
Just
that
kidding.
they should start selling that in Las Vegas and New York City, dude. They'd make a lot of cash.
Hell yeah.
And I love that it's called Alibi. That's smart people, dude. Mm-hmm. All right. A Massachusetts woman bought $64. This is crazy, dude. People are... A Massachusetts woman bought $64 worth of soda at a Lynn supermarket with a stolen food stamp card. And then, get this, she went straight to the automatic recycling redemption machine for the cans and fed it 216 cans without bothering to empty them. So she recycled the cans that she just bought with a stolen food stamp card
And broke the machine.
and put the cans in without emptying them, full cans. And cops said she did it for the nickel a can deposit. So she got $11, $10.75 profit. And it did not come close to covering the $259 bail she needed to get out of the larceny
Charges.
the larceny charges that she was in for, and the cost that she needed for the damage that she cost the machine. And why didn't she didn't even drink the soda. Like, maybe you should have just like gotten it, went home, drank the soda, you know what I mean? You got some free soda for like a month, went back, and then got the $11.
Well, she wanted money right then and there.
Gee, $11? Like, and then you got $300 to bail yourself out, and then whatever it costs to fix the machine. You're an idiot.
Yep,
Yeah, you're
absolutely.
a go-getter. That's perfect.
Now,
Unbelievable.
in England, a new roller coaster should be called the Amputator. This $31 million thrill ride at Thorpe Park, called the Swarm, had to be redesigned after crash dummies on a test run came back missing limbs. Now, this is a good thing that they test them out with dummies first, because I'd hate to be the one to lose that limb first.
My sister actually, when she was in Six Flags, one ride that when they go upside down, her thing actually came unlatched, and her friend held her in the whole time. Like, if she didn't do that, my sister would not be alive right now.
Roller coasters are
Insane.
dangerous.
Yeah, that makes me freaked. All right. When McDonald's advertising execs came up with the slogan, "I'm loving it," they probably didn't have this in mind. A woman in Burbank, California, offered an employee of McDonald's sex in exchange for some chicken McNuggets. And so she said, basically, I'll fuck you if you, give me a number 2. And he declined, and it's not clear whether maybe she wasn't so hot, or maybe he just didn't want to give up the chicken nuggets. So, yeah.
Yes, people that love McDonald's are...
I don't know how that story got out, but we did read that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, in New York, a glaring misspelling on the street sign outside of a Manhattan high school has been fixed. The painting, the pavement in front of the school, it's supposed to say school crossing. But this one said school Xing. Yep. The New York Post figured it out, and
The
they
school
only
didn't
fixed
figure it out.
Yep. Only after the New York Post wrote about it did they fix it, because it said SHCOOL Xing. So obviously they didn't go to school; they went to school.
The teachers that went to prestigious colleges did not notice that. The Post did.
Yep, absolutely.
So, maybe they should check their teachers. See what's going on in there.
Before we go on, I just want to give a shout out to Clever in the chat rooms. Thanks for tuning in.
What's up? Last week we talked about a heart that was dropped on the floor by a medic that was coming out of a helicopter. And we got an update about it. And here's an update. It was successfully transplanted into a 28-year-old hairstylist. And after the surgery, the family had to decide whether or not to tell her. And they did because the story was blasted all over the news. The person obviously didn't get in trouble for it, and we still don't know if it was cleaned off or not, but obviously it went okay. I would be pissed. I don't know why actions weren't taken, but we just told you we'd update you about it, so
Yep.
I think that's insane.
In Florida, a 15-year-old girl called the police on her mother this week after she claimed she wanted to go to a local shelter because her mother was having sex really loud, and she felt disrespected by the actions. The teen acknowledged that there was no signs of abuse or neglect in the house, though it may have been a crime of passion, literally. No one was arrested, and the daughter eventually decided that she'd rather live at home instead of a shelter, despite all the cringeworthy noise going on in the next room. I could only imagine the awkward silence that'd be going on at that breakfast table the next day.
That's just rude.
But why would you call the cops on your mom because she's having sex? Let her live. Shit.
Ugh.
Anywho, every week I do a top 10 list.
Okay.
Right, you want to do the joke first? Do the joke.
No.
Oh.
No, keep going.
All right. Every week I do a top 10 list of the week, and in the past I've done phobias. I have found 10 new phobias that I thought were great, so I'm going to share them with you. Number 1, automatonophobia. This is the fear of ventriloquist dummies, animatronic creatures, mannequins, wax statues, dolls, or any man-made item representing a human being. Animatonophobia. Number 2, allodoxophobia, the fear of opinions. No one representing this group was obviously available to ask their opinion on this, so we can only assume they had none. Number 3, oh God, arachibutyrophobia. Apparently, many people are afraid of peanut butter sticking to the roof of their mouth. It is possible to say that these folks never heard of milk. I think this study should be done.
I feel like dogs probably have that too. A lot of
Dogs
humans
love peanut butter, though.
humans think that's so funny. I think it's funny. You just put that on the roof of a dog's mouth.
Number 4, arithmophobia. The fear of numbers can be referred to the fear of mathematics, Roman numerals, single numbers, and calculations. Mm-hmm. Number 5, dentophobia. The fear of dentists is a widely spread fear in the modern world and is also maybe one phobia that has some basis in reality, as many dentophobics did not have the fear of dentists until having gone to one for treatment and been traumatized. Number 6, epiphophobia. The fear of teenagers seems to be only afflicted to those that are older than 18. If adolescents or younger children are afraid of teenagers, nobody cares. Apparently, teenagers don't really have this phobia anyway. Now, this one was actually one of the phobias that I said last time. Hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia. This is the fear of long words. I suggest you let the irony sink in real fast. Number 8, ithyphalophobia. This is the fear of seeing, thinking about, or having an erect penis. I don't know how many people would actually have that, but...
That word always seems to come up in our stories somehow.
Yep, but this is not to be confused with its retarded cousin, metomaclophobia, which is the fear of losing an erection. Two totally different ends of the spectrum. Number 9, logizomechanophobia. This is one of the newest phobias around, and it's the fear of computers. Does this mean that one day, due to, artificial intelligence, computers will learn to fear us back? And number 10, rhabdophobia. This is the fear of being severely punished or beaten by a rod, or being harshly criticized. It can also be the fear of magic wands, and being beaten with a magic wand. But who does that? So, really. And here we go. This is the wacky joke of the week with Cheyenne. We could always count on her being a little crude.
Well, I got one that for all the guys here. What's the difference between the New England Patriots and a prostitute? Nothing. They both suck. Go Big Blue.
And before we go, I have a wacky word of the week. So for all of you, it's called Petri douche. Instead of Petri dish, Petri douche, which is a place or a location where a lot of douchebags are known to congregate. With that, I am Peg Star.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And this was Wacky News Views. Coming up, we got oh my God, PT Spinner. We got
He is
PT
here.
Spinner spinning the music, but we got JT Torres and the real Rick James with 100% PR.
Rick James.
I'm Rick James, bitch. Back to the
Have a
weekly
great
show
fucking week.
on StrongIsland.com.